Welcome back to Got You. My name is Joseph. On my left,
Heather.
Fullmer. We're back today. It's been a rough day today for me. I don't know about Heather.
My day was fine.
Oh, your day was fine?
I had a great day. I don't know what happened to you. Why are you so cranky today? But
Because you texted me. Come at 5:30.
dude,
And then I packed up from Ugly at 5:15. Walked to my car. Drive all the way to the public health building. Got here at 5:30. Called you. And then you text me with, I'm still in class. And I sit right there, somewhere in this room in front, looking at my phone for about 15 minutes.
are you complaining right now?
No, I'm not just explaining what happened.
Sounds like
Yeah.
complaining to me.
Nah, it's like, and then 5:45, I called you, still in class. So
Nah, you didn't just call me. I texted you that I was still in class, and then you called me like 10 times
really?
after that, even though I
Oh.
told you I was in class.
yeah, I called you, and then that's fine, everything's fine. So I waited till 5:56, and then you came, right?
I don't know what time it was, sure.
5:56. You came, and what did you say? You
I
said,
get up.
because I was kind of laying down.
You were sleeping
And
next to a spider.
Yeah. And then Heather said, oh, let's record in Union. Let's go.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
Yeah. So that kind of triggered me a little bit, but everything's fine.
Oh.
So
Now
it felt like
everything's fine.
it felt like I came here for no reason. You know, I come here, pick you up, go all the way to
it
the
was
Union,
just a
right?
suggestion. I don't really care if we did it here or the Union, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
No, you didn't say that. Let's go to the Union.
Well, I mean, it would have
Right.
been easier, honestly, on you if we would have just went to Union. Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you say that we meet me or me?
Because then you would have had to wait
Union.
longer for me to walk to the Union. It takes a lot longer to walk than to drive. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Nah. Next time, Union.
I'm not walking there. If I'm gonna walk that way, I'm going home.
You just said that it's better for you to do it in Union.
Yeah, not if I walk. I wouldn't said I wouldn't walk there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then why'd you say that you wanted to do in Union today?
Because you were already here, we could have just went. I don't know why you always play these dumbass shenanigans. Like,
So are we doing in public health now, or are we doing in Union?
well, because Tuesdays or what day is it? Thursday. I don't get out of class until 6. But sometimes, since it's only a discussion, she lets us out anywhere between 5:15 and 6. So I'm not trying to get out of class if I do leave at 6 and then just text you when I get out of class. And then it's going to take you like 30 minutes somehow for you to get here.
Oh, really?
So I'm not going to sit here for 30 minutes.
Oh, you don't want to do that? You don't want to do that? What about me? What about me? I sat here for 30 minutes. You don't want to do that, but it's fine for me to do that? It's fine, because I'm a nice person. I'm okay with it. But anyway, that happened. So it was a bit rough in the beginning, but
This was literally 10 minutes ago.
yeah, but it's getting better now. I was
Whatever.
listening to classical music. Everything's decent. Anyway, yesterday, how was your night?
Can we make a new rule? Can we make a new rule? Because I kind of agree with the people.
Make it a rule?
Make a new rule.
With who?
Like with us in the podcast. Because I agree with the people when they say that in the beginning of the podcast, we always talk about
Let's go
I
straight to
kind
the
of
topic.
agree. No, not straight into the topic, but like if I have something that actually happened, like interesting last night or today, I'll mention it. But usually it's just, it's the same thing every single day. Except this morning, something did happen.
So
I'll mention that.
So usually we should skip the daily part?
Yeah, I feel like we should, unless there's actually something that, like, we want to talk about. But if it's just the same routine, I don't really, see the point in it,
Yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you for the suggestion, Heather.
Of course.
I didn't think that you would care about that.
Yeah, because every day I've been like, I went to bed at 10. I got up, did I have me coffee? I don't want to say that anymore. Everyone knows our routines by now.
Anyway, this morning.
Yeah,
what's different? What's new?
Well,
something new.
So I don't know why this has been happening to me, but like, it happened to me once at the train station, and then it happened to me again at the bus stop.
Someone catcalled you or something?
No. Usually it's like these old guys
catcalling you, basically.
No,
I knew.
No. They don't hit on me, but I don't know if they mean well or if they're like pedophile vibes. And it's like, why am I even talking to you? Like, this guy was just like, I was standing there, and then there's another girl standing next to me about to get on the bus with me. And then he's like, oh, where are you ladies going to?
But you don't know the girl. You don't know the girl.
No, I didn't answer him. I was on FaceTime with Matthew, and then the girl just answered him. She was like, oh, I'm going here. And I just got on my phone, and he's like, and what about you, young lady? Where are you going? I go, school. He's like, oh,
this morning.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what do you study? And I told him public health. He's like, oh, where are you from? And I'm just like, am I an asshole if I don't answer him because I'm getting like, or is it like, I don't know. I think as a girl, you just assume any guy that says stuff like that to you, you assume like, oh, he's
they're hitting on you.
Not hitting on me, but just like creepy.
Not.
But I don't know if they mean well and it's like, it's okay to answer them, or if it's like, if I don't answer, I'm just rude.
No, I know exactly why you're feeling that way.
Why?
The guy wasn't attractive. That's why.
Well, no shit, he wasn't attractive. I mean, like, he's not my age at all. He's not, like...
I mean, even let's say Leonardo DiCaprio came in. Oh, where are you going?
Dude, that's not the point. The point is if you're old man, like, I don't know if you mean well or if you are, like, a pedophile. I don't know.
Oh, so you're saying...
I don't want to be... Yeah.
So you're saying if they're old...
That's not what I'm saying. Stop twisting my words, dude. Like, actually.
But that's what you're feeling, though.
Ask any other female in the room. They would.
No, I know. I'm not twisting words.
We need another female in here because, yeah.
No, I'm not twisting
my words. You keep. You keep.
No, that's what's happening.
He was attractive. You would talk to him.
But that's what's happening, though.
It's not. It's like these creepy looking guys that start talking to you.
Creepy.
Especially at a bus stop. At a train station. That's not really what you want to like be approached by. You don't really want to be approached by anybody at those places.
Really? What about me?
What?
What if I talk to you?
I mean, you look like you could be a student, so I would think that that's normal.
Oh, that's normal. Yeah, so basically, if you're old, it kind of makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would make anybody uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
What do you mean by twisting words? I'm just saying
that's what you were trying to do. I'm just literally telling you what happened and how I was thinking about it. So then he goes, I told him I'm studying public health, and then he was like, oh, he's like, I don't know what his name was, Steve or something. He's like, my name's Steve, by the way. Every morning for 30 seconds, you should look in the mirror and say, your name and that you're gonna change the world. We need more people like you guys, blah blah. But I was like, okay, maybe he means well. So I was just like, yeah, haha, thank you. And then we were on the bus. He got up from his seat.
And came up to you?
Came up to me. He's like,
where's the other girl?
I thought that he was okay because then he told me that he worked at Mojo and he was also wearing a hat that said like dining. So I was like, okay, I think it's fine.
Where was the other girl?
She got on a different bus.
Different spot.
And then, he just came up to me. He's like, what was your name again? And I told him. But same kind of situation happened to me at the train station. And it was also a situation where it was like, fuck, are you creepy? Or do you mean well? Like, I literally can't tell.
Gotcha.
That was my story.
Then if you're old, what should they do instead?
Like,
Give them
I don't.
some advice.
I feel bad because I think also like things like social media, for example, you always see stories of like I guess these like just men in general like approaching girls, and the girls are always saying that they're uncomfortable by it. But then like, and sometimes they are really creepy and they don't mean well. So it's like, how do you know who to give that? Should I even like say hi to you, say hi back to you, or like no? But then I think sometimes they do mean well, and I don't know.
No, I think it's just like a normal phenomenon.
I mean, I don't know. Because what if they're fucking creepy though, and then like, why am I gonna
like you feeling that way is valid. If they look scary, it's okay to feel scary, basically, right?
Sure. I don't know.
So if you're not if you don't look that approachable, then you gotta, I don't know, keep yourself a bit inwards, I guess. What do you think?
I mean, I was literally on FaceTime, like talking to people on the phone. So like, I don't necessarily think that I looked approachable even then. So.
Because I feel like when I talk to people, they're fine. They think I'm like a kid.
It's different. Like, you just assume as a girl, if a guy like that is approaching you, that they're like doing it for some, like they're just creepy. You're just like, you get a vibe that's like off. But yeah.
Yeah, basically. If you're not good looking, maybe. I need to word this correctly. But what about old people? They look very nice. Let's go that way.
That's different. Like,
are there any old
first of all, if
people
you're doing
who are
it to
very
me
nice
at a bus stop, like already that bus stop is like one of the sketchiest places that you could be at. But yeah, you can tell, like, I guess if they're like old, like grandpa.
Okay.
Like I told you that story, like, that couple approached me on the street, asked me where they should go eat.
Oh yeah.
Like that's different, you know. I got like a
good vibe.
Warm vibe.
So it's not because of their looks, it's because of the vibe that they're giving off.
Yeah.
It's not
like
because they're old
by yourself at a fucking bus stop talking to. I feel bad because I think he meant well in the end when he told me he worked at Mojo. So I was like, okay.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not because they're old; it's the vibe that they're giving off.
Yeah.
That made you feel that way.
Yeah. Because like, why are you asking me all these questions? You know, and like, yeah. The same thing happened to me at the train. I was sitting outside. I usually sit outside, and there's nobody else around, just me. Okay. And then the man came, sat right next to me, and started talking to me. And I was like, fuck.
How old was he?
Like 50s, once again. So, again, I couldn't tell if you're just talking to me because you're trying to be nice, but I think he had problems.
Like mental problems?
I think he had mental problems. But I didn't know that at first until when we got on the train, he started talking to everyone. So then I was like, okay. Okay. It's like that. But at first I was like, kind of like, why are you talking to me right now? You know?
Because I know that once I go to the airport in Detroit, the vibe is totally off.
Yeah, you said that before. You said the people are just...
it's the vibe like that, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's...
No, I don't think that you would be able to relate to it, though.
No.
Because you're a guy. No, creepy
the vibe,
people
I know the vibe, though. They don't really take care of themselves. That's the vibe that you get. That's the vibe that I get when I go to the airport.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like,
no, it's fact. 90% of the people that I see at the airport, they don't really take care of themselves. Yeah. That's the average, though. That's the average.
I mean, yeah. I think it just depends. Like,
they're basically overweight. Like, styles off. like the manners,
That's kind
the
of
etiquette.
that's kind of the entirety of the U.S. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like majority of.
Yeah, so that's the average. So I feel like since we're in like a bubble,
Yeah,
where everyone's
you're used to
have like a
seeing-
basic
Everyone kind of
etiquette.
looks the same here.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
They have the etiquette,
Mhm.
and they at least take care of themselves, you know, about their health. So I think that's different.
Yeah.
Do you like going to the train station?
Yeah. I love the train.
Wait, why? Even though the people there are a bit like sometimes.
I mean, that was like
Creepy.
the only time that's happened to me there. I think usually it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really never had a problem.
So I personally don't really like going to places like that. Like public transportation.
Yeah, I mean,
like the train station in Chicago, like homeless people. I feel threatened sometimes.
I feel like honestly though, it's not even the homeless people that bother you though. It's always just like these random ones that pop
Just
up
walking
out of
around.
nowhere.
It was just walking around.
Yeah, the homeless guys, they don't do nothing. They
Oh, really?
mind their business. Like they're chilling.
Oh, there you. Yeah. I could see.
They might like say something to you
Yeah.
here and there, but like for the most part, I feel like they're fine. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually though, when I take the bus, like I mean, there's not really like too many sketchy people there, but like depends what time of day you go. In the morning, it's fine. In the
What's the age
afternoon,
demographics in the morning?
kind of like everybody. Morning is usually the busiest time to take the bus.
Where do you take the bus? Like the transit center? That
the
thing?
main
Oh,
one. Yeah, it's right by me. But usually it's like kind of like everyone, like students, adults. I say adults like I'm not an adult.
I mean like 30s, 40s.
Real adult.
Like 30s, 40s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at night when I see the train station, some sketchy people are, I don't know, roaming around.
I mean, usually when I take the train though, it's always in the daytime. But the train is like full of like mostly students.
Oh,
Mostly
train?
students, single people going by themselves. Yeah.
Oh.
Because usually people going back home.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, usually, or it's like businessy people. Like everyone pretty much has a laptop out, or like, yeah. So I feel comfortable.
Let's say you have a daughter. Would you be okay with your daughter just going on a train by herself?
At my age, like 21.
Let's say she's high school.
By herself on a train,
Like the same,
like going to,
the train that you get on, the same
Probably-
bus stop that you use.
I mean, I think it's
Would
a
you be
good
okay?
skill actually to know how to use public transit. It's a very good skill that not a lot of people know how to use. So, I don't know about like high school going by herself though.
Oh, high school too young to use public transportations.
These kinds of questions are always so hard because I never had rules growing up, so I'm always like,
Yeah.
But I think I would probably not high school. I think high school's a bit too young.
Senior in high school.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Junior, nah.
Nah, I feel like maybe first go with somebody else,
Yeah.
get the hang of it, and then like it's fine.
Mm.
But I mean, I think the train is a lot easier to use than the bus.
And I don't know why. It might be like a culture thing, the culture that I fit in more. But the airport here versus airport in Korea is very different. For some reason, the people at the airport in Korea, they're very friendly for some reason.
Like the workers or like everybody.
Just the vibe. The vibe that you get at the airport
I know
in Korea.
I mean, the workers in the airport here are, whoo! It's like going to war. It's like
Something's different. Something's different.
it doesn't matter how many times I've flown.
Uh-huh.
I get so anxious when I go to the airport. I'm sweating. I suddenly like I forget everything because I'm so nervous. Like, oh my god, going through the TSA, like they're screaming at you, like
get off, take off your
laptops
shoes,
and hoodies
out. Nah, do this.
God.
No water,
Ooh.
no water bottles.
Oh my god, nothing was worse than Atlanta airport. Holy shit.
Oh, it was
Ooh.
bad. You don't like Atlanta airport?
No, it's like one of the busiest airports in the U.S. I think it's like second most busiest.
But then what's the first one? Like Chicago or
JFK,
something?
I think.
Oh, the New York one? Oh.
I believe so.
Yeah, so personally, I think there's definitely a difference. Because when I go to the airport in Korea, so safe. Everything's so clean. The worker there, very nice, very polite. Everyone has the same walk.
Yeah.
And they also
I couldn't imagine that.
And they also look very attractive. Like models walking around. I think
that sounds like a dream
to
go to the airport and have that experience. Imagine it's like somebody's first time in this country and like that's what they see when they
take off your shoes.
Like I think about that. Yeah, even when you leave DTW, you don't see anything. Or when you leave the airport, you're like actually like. You just see like billboards and like kind of like rundown buildings. Like there's like nothing in that
like
area.
Around the airport?
Yeah.
Around the Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not really like a good first impression when you arrive in Michigan. I feel like.
I think it's all over US, honestly.
It is. I mean, it kind of all looks like just billboards and highways and McDonald's.
And people say, what airline has the cleanest airport? There's like a ranking.
What country has the cleanest?
Oh yeah. Which airport? Well, let me see. Which
is it
airline?
Like Singapore or something?
Because even though Korea is very nice, they're still not at the top. Should I say cleanest airport?
Yeah.
Tokyo. Haneda Airport. That's the first one, Tokyo. I mean, Japanese people are very clean. So, wait, have you ever talked to Japanese people?
No.
Do you see any Japanese people here? They don't really come here. Not a lot of international students. I can't find it. Let's see. Singapore second.
Oh, I was close.
Tokyo first, Singapore second. Korea is seventh.
Not bad at all.
3 is Doha Hamad. Where is that? And the fourth, that's Japan. Centrair Nagoya. 5th is Tokyo Narita. That's also Tokyo, Japan. Hong Kong, Seoul, Helsinki. That's the Zurich, Copenhagen. Tokyo. Japanese people. Wait, do you have any Japanese friends?
No, I don't. Do you?
Yeah. I've heard something like they have pride in their culture, so that they don't really, people don't see people who go out to study abroad like better than
them.
Like them.
Oh, okay.
They have like
so
a
they
high
kind
pride.
of maintain a high standard of like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they keep their students. They keep their people.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. They're also very polite.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, very clean, polite.
But some people say even though they're very polite, back of their head they're thinking something else.
That's fake.
Yeah. Well, if you have to choose, which one do you prefer?
What?
Those type of people, or
like
somebody
that's just gonna fake it, or
someone who's very nice, but in the back of their head they're like thinking about something else. But someone who's like very upfront.
Yeah, upfront. I prefer
upfront.
What about you?
I actually like the second one.
Upfront.
No. The first one.
Okay.
It was like nicer. Because I'm not gonna. After that interaction, I'm not gonna go into deep with them, the person that I'm talking to usually.
Yeah. Am I covering my whole face with this? I can't tell.
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Just watch the video later, and then you can just fix it as we go. Anyway, today's topic is deleting
Social media.
Oh, was it deleting all my social media or deleting social media?
Same thing.
Something like that. Yeah, well, why do we pick this one? Because I wanted to something about cleansing.
Yeah.
Because I was having a rough time in the beginning.
Yeah. Wait, have you ever done that though? Like, have you ever like deleted all or like taken a break from social media for that reason or no?
I do it sometime, but I don't do it completely.
Yeah, but like you just take breaks from it.
Yeah, I would not go on social media other than posting it.
Okay.
I think I've done it like month ago.
Okay.
I think I told you this, no?
I think you did briefly.
Yeah. There was a time where I only posted. It was good, but I don't know. It's like but after that phase, you start going on social media. It's like, oh, toxicness again.
Yeah.
You have to cleanse it. It's like a cycle.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Do you have to go through that? No, you don't.
Wait, because like, I'm really not though. Like, if I think about it, when I'm at school, I never use my phone in class. Number one, ever. I don't.
You always.
I'm never on my phone in class.
Really? You always text?
How do I always text?
I don't know. If I text you, I'm in class.
I have my laptop out. I'm doing work on my laptop. I get the message. I answer you quick. Done. Next. Keep going with what I'm doing.
Oh, got you.
I don't ever pull my phone out. I feel like that's what they do because like when you're in like high school and stuff, like you would get like suspended for taking out your phone in class.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all of us are just like,
accustomed to that.
It's so in our head that we're not allowed on our phone in class.
Oh.
At least it's in my head. Like I'm always
really.
I am not allowed to be on my phone in class.
Really?
Yes. I mean, really? You've never seen me in class. How do you even know?
It's like every time I see you're always on your phone 24/7. So I'm just
oh
wondering.
My god! Don't even start.
I'm not even certain that's true. That's what I see usually.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
What were we talking? What? Something about detox.
Yeah.
Not deleting social media. I think it usually comes from comparing. What do you think?
Like people being on it too much that they start like.
The reason that it gets toxic is because you compare.
Yeah.
The only reason that it's toxic.
I mean, I think that definitely is a reason.
The biggest one.
But I think that there are also other reasons too.
Oh, really? Oh, tell me some other reasons.
Like just that it's addictive and you're not really being productive. Or comparison thing.
That's like a biggest main one that's toxic. Because if you're looking at something that's very informative, then I don't think it's addiction. I think it's you're learning. That's how I see it.
True.
If you're Googling something, I think it's good. But usually if you're on social media, you see other people.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make you like feel good.
I don't know. Is it just, do they do it for fun and get addicted by that?
I don't know.
Why do people feel toxic on social media other than comparing? Like getting addicted? But how?
I would say getting addicted.
Like how would
everyone in our generation is addicted to social media.
Like what do they do on there?
I don't know, like whatever, TikTok, Instagram.
Like why are they using that app in the first place?
That's just what we do. I mean, our generation literally grew up on social media. That's why I understand people that are like, oh, you're always on your phone, you're always on social media. But why are we acting like it's such, why are you, for example, acting like it's so individual to me?
What do you mean?
I'm not the only person that is on my phone.
No, it's like.
And I also do other things. Like, for example, I have balance. I do my work when I need to do my work, and I also go on my phone like everybody else in the world does.
No, I know. Do you want to know the main reason why I get mad at you?
Don't even start with the I'm with you and you're on the phone.
Let me just explain. Do you understand why I get frustrated sometimes?
Yeah. I'm not talking about this with you again. We've covered this too many times.
What do you think about that idea though? But you think you're fine?
I've already explained myself.
No, I forgot your answer.
I'm not saying it again.
No, I forgot your answer.
I'm not saying it again.
Do you think it's fine?
Yeah, it is fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I want to hear other people's opinion.
Yeah. Also, I think that we should start in the podcast. I think that we should start asking No, I was gonna say I think that we should start asking people for ideas on what we should talk about.
Oh, like how?
Like at the end of it, we could just be like, like if you guys want us to talk about something, like comment, let us know. Yeah. Maybe somebody will like give a good.
Oh, maybe you should repost my story first.
Then
people can like swipe up and like give a reaction.
I think I've talked too much shit on this podcast. I don't want people to know what I believe and what I don't. If they discover it, they discover it. But I'm not gonna be the one to tell them. So.
Gotcha. Anyway, the reason that I have this thing where don't go on your phone, blah blah blah. It's usually because it's like a personal preference thing, probably, because you don't think like that. When I go to a restaurant, and then if they're on their phone, that's like one of the biggest pet peeve for me. Like if both are on their phone, if it's a couple, for example.
Yeah.
They're literally on their phone and they're eating like this.
Yeah.
Both of them.
True.
Then what's the point of even eating together then?
That's very true. It's
that's like, the thing that I hate.
Might as well not even like.
Let's say you were on your phone, right? Let's say I also go on my phone. Then I'm doing the same thing that they're doing, basically. We're both on their... If someone else walks by and then sees us, then it's both of us going on the phone.
Yeah.
So personally, I don't like that. So I think I had this issue with one of my Korean friends, actually.
He was always on his phone.
Like we would meet up and then he would like text someone, like you, just like constantly.
I don't do that.
Anyway,
let's just get that out that I don't do that.
Yeah. Constantly, in the middle of the thing, I would ask him and he wouldn't answer. He would just do that, and I pointed out, and he got mad. So I questioned myself: is it me? So I met up with another friend, and I didn't feel that way. Then I realized, it's not me; it's like them. Because there are people who don't really go on their phone when they're like with someone, like spending time, basically.
Yeah.
It's not my fault; it's his fault. So I think it's like a different
question for you. So say one day you have kids. When would you when do you think is a good time for them to like get a phone and getting social media?
Probably.
Like, do you think it's better to do it when they're very young or like older?
I think
getting the phone and social media, or
as fast as possible. As fast as possible.
But is it so that they could create on there, or is it so that they can just use it? Just consume it.
If they're consuming it, hell no. If they're creating, what about you? So if they're 3, they want to make something. I'm getting the Facebook account. I'm getting the Instagram.
But do they have to get everything?
Snapchat,
would they have to get everything
YouTube.
Approved by you though?
But I'll probably turn on the child something block. Yeah. Like blocking some websites. Other than that, as fast as possible. What about you?
I would definitely disagree Just because, like, I don't know. I think that, like, even if they're not consuming social media, I think that still just by, like even having it in the first place can, like, do a lot of damage, especially at such a young age. But I think, like, also there are obviously pros to it as well. Like, I'm not against kids having technology. I think that it is a good thing, but I just think that, like, I think it's more of, like, a balance thing. I think that there needs to be, like, limits on how much that they can use it.
Like, I'm just gonna give it to them, and I'll just teach them at a young age, like, when to use it and when
but then I think
to not use it.
I think that the problem is, though, even if you, like, give them, like, a time limit on it, they become so addicted to it that they'll almost not really listen to what you have to say about, like, the time thingy.
Well, I feel like I want to give them at a young age, so that I could teach them good habits of, like, using it. For example, no social media before you go to bed, or no social media or something at, like, a family dinner.
Yeah, like, time and place for it.
Yeah, I'll probably teach that. Because if I teach that at a younger age, then as they grow up, then they'll know, oh, I shouldn't be using this at this time and place. So yeah, I think it's fine if they learn, like, how to when to use it.
Etiquette. Yeah.
Also, it's 2023. If they're not online, they're falling behind. What do you think about that?
Oh, wait, I was gonna say, I was getting lunch with Raiden.
What did you eat?
There was some guy, a new guy, asking these girls to be in a video. I've never seen this guy before.
Two Asians. There one Asian.
No, not he was white guy.
It wasn't the one.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was. It wasn't. It was one white guy with his own. Actually, he didn't even have a camera. He used his phone, but he had a tripod and a microphone. The girls were outside though, so I couldn't hear the questions or anything.
Oh, in front of Amers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what was the question?
I have no idea.
One white dude.
One white guy.
Oh, there's this.
I had never seen him before.
There's this one white guy who. Oh wait, I think I told you this. Who interviews frat people, like sorority, like Greek life people.
Yeah, I think
was it him?
I don't think so.
Like a one white dude has a hat all the time. He was
wearing a hat.
Yeah, wearing like a black one. Black one. Yeah. Wait, what time? Yesterday?
Today.
What time? Lunchtime?
It was like...
They usually do those at night.
Wait, maybe it wasn't the same. I don't think he was wearing a black hat, but he was wearing a hat. It didn't... I don't know, it just looked like he went up to random girls and asked if they wanted to be in the video.
Oh, this dude.
No, it's not him.
Oh, it's not him?
No, not him.
Oh, they're popping off.
They just started?
They just started. It's been good. Yeah, they're the one. They're popping off. What?
No, but it was a different guy.
Got you. I mean, I feel like even though you're really famous, they also do the street interview style videos. Did you notice? Do you know Jeff?
No.
Oh, the David Dobrik squad?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Do you know Tana
Mojo?
Yeah.
Of course.
How do you know her?
I grew up watching Tana Mojo, Story Times, all that.
And she also does like this interview sometimes with Jeff.
I don't know Jeff, but.
And then, do you know Neon?
No.
The one of the best streamer right now in the world.
No idea.
Oh, do you know Aiden Ross?
No.
I don't know. They're like the best like streamer. Well, anyway, Neon's I think ex-girlfriend now. But anyway, Sam. Do you know Sam?
No.
She also does like straight and everything. I don't know. A lot of people does it.
What does that mean though? If so many people are like doing these things, is that bad for like somebody like you, for example, who's also doing
Probably.
it? Like, isn't it bad if there's so many people doing it?
Yeah. It's bad.
So that's why your point is like, if you start early, then it's just better.
Well, not the kids. Nah, I'm not saying like the kids. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That stuff.
No, I'm just talking about like influencers in general. Like,
Yeah, they have to start early. Like a personal brand thing. I think it's really important.
yeah.
If you're famous, whatever you do, you'll be fine. Honestly. So sometimes when I see people on their phone, like scrolling through like vertical videos, I feel good. 'Cause I'm profiting off of them. In the library when they're on TikTok, I'm like, yes, more people should go on TikTok or Instagram. I was just checking I just checked the Rush link, right? Oh, that they're a Rush link, by the way.
The what link?
They're a Rush link.
Okay. Oh, those same people.
Yeah, the one that's like popping off. I look at them and be like, oh, they're doing it. Like I compare.
Yeah.
Because numbers just right there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't seen this one. What is this one? Oh, I saw this one. You've never seen them?
Mm-mm.
It's toxic though. If you're a creator, you need to learn how to not compare. You know, go on my account, look at my views. I'm like, look at this. Only 41, 28, 70, 20, 34, 42.
Did we get any new comments?
Comment? Yeah, we got some comment. Well, that's a really good timing, Heather.
Yeah.
Mid podcast. Why can't I see the comment?
It did it again?
Joey's trying to stir up drama for the show. If do you bring up a topic Heather doesn't want to discuss, you should respect something, blah blah blah. Probably.
Oh.
What is this? Why am I not seeing it? Did he delete that?
We actually have that comment.
Oh, you have that? Did you see that?
do.
I didn't see. I think
saw
he deleted
I saw it last night.
I think
it is deleted.
Oh, he deleted
because I also
it.
couldn't see it.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah.
No, not that.
Is this the same episode?
Oh, why
Yeah,
do you
wait,
see
wait.
it? Why don't I see it then? Wait, let me see. Let me read it.
Oh shit.
Wait, why am I not seeing it? For some reason. Wait, how I lost my card?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see it.
Oh.
Oh, you were watching it. You were watching this.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Nah, I just
59?
skimmed through it.
Where'd it go?
It's gone?
It's gone. Where was it? Yeah, how do I go
It was
back?
right there.
How do I
swear
go
to God,
back?
It was right there.
Go to the previous one then.
Was it not that episode?
No. How'd you get that comment?
No, I just clicked on it and then it was there. And now I'm going back to it and it's gone.
Dude, why'd you go back? I was about to read it and they were like, give it to me. Why'd you do that?
Well, it's gone forever, I guess. Did you see who did it or no?
Golden Age.
Oh. Well.
Oh, he deleted it. That's mine.
Oh.
That's not mine.
How do you know which one's yours?
Mine's warm.
Ew.
Why? Because I've been touching it, so I know the temperature. I'm very sensitive. But anyway, these days.
What happened to me?
Oh, what? What happened to me? Well, I say it. Say it.
I was just gonna say I got Starbucks at the absolute worst time of the day. Like, it was
Lunchtime?
actually a zoo in there. I've never seen it this busy in my life.
A central one?
Yes, it was like I ordered it at like 3:45.
3:45. It's busy
Woo!
at 3.
And by the time I got there, it was like 4.
Mm.
And then it was like when you're like at a concert and you have to like shove your way through people. Like, it was exactly like that. Like, just people, excuse me, trying to get to their order. The order is not ready. They're like, we're working on orders from almost an hour ago.
Almost an hour
I had
ago.
class in an hour. So I was like, I stood there for like 10 minutes. I was like, I'm just going to take the L. And I just left. So
Did you get a
my drink's
refund?
probably still sitting there.
Oh, did you get a refund?
Nah, I just took the L.
Oh. Oh, well, what did you get?
Pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, when do they stop? It's about winter, right?
They just came out with them again. I don't know when they stopped.
Leaves are falling now.
Yeah.
Trash on the ground.
I know. But yeah, that was kind of sad. So then I just came here and I got a Red Bull instead. And I was like, I should have just done that from the beginning. But oh well.
I sometimes wonder, why don't they change everything to machines? They're making the drinks.
Like, just machine and you push a button, like a soda machine.
Yeah, something like that. Like Starbucks.
Honestly, dude, they need to fix something.
Right?
That situation should not be there.
Yeah.
That was it's ridiculous. Like, and it's not the workers' fault at all. It's like,
it's an app where they
way
take.
That it's designed. They just
they just
take
accept
in
orders.
Everything.
Accept orders.
Everything.
That's why.
And then it'll tell you like, oh, order ready 4 to 7 minutes. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Never. That's never the case. Oh, see, this is why I'm upset about my Starbucks closing, because nobody goes to that Starbucks.
It's kind of far.
That does not happen. Like, man, the only time I usually go to the central one is literally like after my 8:30 a.m. class, because that's the only time it's not busy. I rarely get it at like the afternoon. It's just like they need to like, I don't know. They shouldn't take so many orders, to be honest, because it was like just wild.
Like, if they do it with a machine, like the machines know exactly how long it takes to make that specific drink, so it'll naturally just give you the like accurate time. We
were actually talking about this in my class
Public
that I
health?
was just in.
Oh,
about
what, genetics?
No,
Wait,
it was
which
my
one?
discussion.
Okay.
It was about why nobody, or why there's a work shortage. Why there's a worker shortage.
I want to know about that.
Well, I kind of knew, and she didn't give me credit for this, because we had to do a poll everywhere thingy. And like poll everywhere, like
what's poll
it's like
everywhere?
They man, you haven't been in school in a while.
No, I'm a music major. We don't do polls.
Oh, it's a new thing. We do polls.
No, I know the polls, but polls everywhere.
It's like a kind of like an app.
Okay, app.
Basically, like they'll put the question out there, and then you kind of just like type what you think, and then it shows up on the board. So I said COVID. COVID. That's the whole reason why there's a work shortage. That's when it started.
Probably.
Think about pre-COVID.
Everything was fine. Honestly.
Everything was, now everywhere you go, low staff, now hiring.
Yeah.
Every like minimum wage job, restaurant that you see, everyone's hiring, and there's always low staff. I was the only one that said COVID, but that was the only thing that popped up. And then she was like, I'm surprised nobody said because of the pandemic. That's what everyone said last year. And I was looking at my answer, I'm like, right there. But I was too scared to raise my hand, so I didn't say anything.
So why COVID specifically?
Because
go in deeper. No, we're not going to talk about it, but skipping on, moving on.
Wait, why? This is something I want to talk about.
That's your major, right?
Well, because I was included in this, and I'm also this is also another reason why everyone's lazy after like post-pandemic is because everyone that was working during COVID, if you were not an essential worker, you got unemployment automatically, right? Everyone was getting thousands of dollars for free to sit at home and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They were making it didn't matter how much you were making. I was making $10 an hour at my hostess job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started making like, I forget how much they were giving every week. I think it was like
1,600
something like that every week.
Yeah.
You were getting that much plus stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
Way more money than I was making
Mm-hmm.
at work. So everyone kind of got used to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, shit, if I can work from home or do something at home, why would I go back to work? Why would I settle for like that when the government can clearly like, they're like, oh, the government can just pay for everything basically. So I don't need to work. That's why there's a work shortage.
But who's the president during that time?
Trump.
It was Trump?
Yeah. Was it Trump?
Well,
it was 2020. So he was like,
wait, let me see.
I'm actually stupid. I don't know. I
No,
think it was
thought
Trump.
no, I thought it was Biden, no?
I think it was Trump and then Biden right after that. But like, yeah, Trump at the very start
I think
of the
there was
pandemic.
an election during that
Yes,
time.
yes, you're right. But when the pandemic started, it was Trump.
When was Trump elected? No. 2016 to 2020. I
Yeah,
think
he was still president though at the time.
on term. Oh, ended 2021 January.
Yeah.
Oh. When did the
But-
employment thing start? I thought it was a Biden thing.
That's not up to them though.
Really?
It's
I
not,
thought-
the stimulus checks were. When
Oh,
everyone got like $1,000.
So the stimulus checks was during
Trump. That was under Trump.
that was Trump, and then what about the unemployment thing?
I don't think that had anything to do. That's just like a different.
Did it
Because
happen
technically,
during-
when you get laid off from a job, you're supposed to get unemployment. But usually, what happens when you get unemployment is you're supposed to be actively seeking for a job. You're supposed to always
they
be
don't
looking
check,
for a
though.
job and prove that you're looking for a job. But during the pandemic, that was not a factor. No one had to do that because you couldn't work. So instead, they were like, everyone just stay home. And people that got laid off from their job due to COVID, you automatically qualify for unemployment, regardless of how much.
When did the
making.
unemployment thing happen? When did the factor not get included?
That started happening, I think it was like a year after the pandemic started. Or
So it was.
it was a hot minute.
Also, it was
before.
Biden then. It was during Biden's
But
term.
then no, because once things started opening up, maybe it's like it was only like 6 months or something like that. I don't think it was a full year actually, but once places started to open up again, then they made that a requirement that you had to be looking for a job and prove that you're looking for a job.
After how many months? Like.
Things started opening up, I think, in like June.
It's like end of Trump to beginning of
It
Biden,
was, like,
basically.
on the border.
Mm.
That was the best time of my life.
Like I know that I don't know where I got this, but like psychology wise, let's say you give someone something, right? And then you tell them, I'm gonna take this. Oh, they get mad.
Yeah,
So I think it's better to just not give them anything in the first place. I think I saw it
but
somewhere.
at the same time, well, there was also so much fraud going on. Like now, so many. I think the unemployment agency is like getting sued because of this, and there was just so many people that like took advantage of that, and they were kind of reporting fake information and then getting way more money than they were supposed to. So now but at the same time, all these people that were working, their place of employment was shut down. It wasn't their choice. Where would they have gotten money from? How are they going to pay bills? How are they going to get food, So what should have been done then if they're not gonna give unemployment?
whoever decided to shut down has to take the responsibility.
But the restaurants didn't decide to shut down. It was like a mandate
was it?
order. The
Who was it?
governors.
Oh. Oh wait, who wanted to close down and who wanted to open up?
What do you mean, like party wise?
Yeah, party wise.
Republicans wanted everything to be open.
Uh-huh.
Democrats wanted everything to be closed.
Oh, that's basically Democrats' fault. So they have to take their responsibility.
It's not really anybody's fault necessarily, because if
if they say, oh, we're gonna close everything, okay, what are they gonna do with the people who can't pay their bills? So then they have to
I think
tell them
it was a tricky situation, because I think, like, for example, there were like red states opened things up, like Florida, for example. I think they opened things up a lot earlier than Michigan, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, I think, was like one of the last states to like open everything up. But there were a lot of businesses that think about how many businesses literally had to shut down permanently because of what happened.
The pasta place went out of business because of that, I think.
Mm-hmm. No, literally, like, so many like small businesses like that went out of business. I don't know how the hell my restaurant stayed in business, because they were also like very small.
Who's my restaurant?
The restaurant that I worked at during that time. But yeah, I don't know, because here you have people trying to, like, that's where they make money, is that's their business, right? If it's not open, they're struggling. But then you have like a global pandemic that's like killing people, blah blah blah. So I don't know, what do you do?
So anyway, the fault is the Democrat decided to open it up.
You really can't be saying
they wanted to open it up. So if they want to do that, okay, they need to tell people what they have to do after that.
But that's why they had the unemployment as a solution.
Okay, then it's their fault.
I mean,
now we can say that it's their fault. We didn't know.
The whole point is that nobody wants to settle for $20 an hour anymore for like working 40 plus hours a week. Like that doesn't cut it.
Because they experience that money.
Because they know what
free.
They could have.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like they got a taste of it, and then it was just it went away. Yeah. So
don't give someone anything unless you're gonna give them.
No, but I mean, if you think about it, it kind of taught us so many things that, like,
psychology wise.
No, but I think that it proved that you can just do so many things from home. You can do everything remotely. School, everyone did it remotely. It was great.
Oh, really?
It was great.
Oh, it wasn't great for me.
I'm not talking about content wise and all.
The violin. I was like, I hate this. I have to do my lesson on Zoom.
But you said that you were so happy you didn't have to go to class.
No, I didn't say. So I just finished everything early because I didn't want to do it.
I was chilling. I was really? Great.
Oh, actually, I good and bad parts.
I think I learn a lot better when I have for a lecture, for example. It showed that you don't have to actually go in person to sit there and watch it, when you could do the same thing if they just posted a video and you could watch it at home,
Then what's the point of going to school then?
But that's what I'm saying, is that it kind of just showed that, like, you can do all of these things remotely if that's what you prefer, because some people, they like going maybe to an office every day, but some people would prefer for that office to be in their home.
But let's say you're running a business, for example.
Yeah. I mean, the business thing is different. You can't run a business like a restaurant. You can't run a virtual restaurant.
No. Just like I don't know. For Amazon, for example.
Okay.
And then you have to make a decision. Would you let your employees work remotely? Would you not?
I would let them work remotely.
Oh, really?
I think it saves everybody. Especially for people that have kids, for example.
It should be optional.
Yeah, I mean, if the work is doable from a computer at home in the comfort of your own home, why not? I think a lot of people would prefer that. I don't know. Maybe that's just like our generation.
You're at the top. It's your thing, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah, I think that it would just be a lot easier on people.
They're having the meeting on Zoom.
Yeah, again, specifically for like people that have kids, because then like you don't ever have to worry about like childcare or like anything like that, you know?
So because of that, there are a lot of offices. You've heard about this, right? It's vacant. What do you think about that? What do you think is gonna happen?
I understand it, but it's honestly kind of scary.
So what do you think is gonna happen if you have to take
I
a
don't
guess?
know.
Take a guess. Take a guess. As a public
Like,
health.
I think eventually everything is going to be digital. Well, I remember talking about this in like elementary and middle school. They used to like say like, oh, one day you're going to go to the grocery store. There's not going to be any workers. It's just going to be self-checkout. We used to be like, no, that's not going to happen. But now when you go to the grocery store, majority of the time it's self-checkout. And even if there is workers, nobody goes to them. I've noticed this. If you go to a grocery store, majority of the people would rather just wait in the self-checkout line than go and actually, you know, with a worker. But I think it's bad for like older generations who aren't accustomed to that, or just people that don't know how to use technology because that's not what they were raised in. They never got accustomed to it. Like I think as somebody like my mom, for example, at a grocery store, she doesn't know how to use this self-checkout thing.
And she doesn't have a bank account.
She also doesn't have a bank account.
That's crazy. That one's crazy.
So somebody like my mom would definitely struggle in like digital world.
Then what about the offices? What do you think that's gonna happen?
I mean, I think eventually, like I said, office jobs and things like that, everyone's just gonna work from home. What's the point of having an office if?
So what do you think they should do with it? The already companies where they already have like a
what?
land with like a building.
What should they do with those offices?
Yeah.
I don't know. Turn them into something else. I don't know. I would love to like hear somebody else's like opinion on this though, because I don't. I mean, it's obvious that like everything is like going to be digital eventually. You know.
But at the same time, I wonder if let's say I'm working for Amazon, for example, right? At home. And then suddenly, then that means that I can just apply for Google now if I don't like the job. So the employees are not going to be loyal. They're just going to be like going this way.
I mean, I think that's true, because if you're not actually
like living
in the environment
with
people making like a community. Yeah. There's no community if you're going to be working from home, really.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh, I'll apply for another one. So there's
yeah, I mean, there's definitely these like negative impacts that are going to arise from that for sure. But anyways, sorry to cut y'all off. We're 3 minutes over.
No, we're gonna just wrap it up and do it. Because you know how people, why do you laugh like that? Because if you look at companies, some people work there for like 10 years, 20 years, or like that. But if people can work remotely anywhere, I don't think they'll stick at a company for 20 years. Because they don't like it, they can just apply to the other ones at home.
I mean, yeah, that's
because sometimes, let's say you're working at a place, right? And you go into the office, and even if you have something elsewhere, like interviews or something, like you can't really go there. Because you only get like a few days off.
I mean, that's true, but like I think that's just like with everything being digital, eventually all aspects of anything, friendships, family, like you lose the meaning of everything. You lose the meaning of a job, friendship, you know, it's just not there anymore. It doesn't exist.
I like that.
I
like that.
Wise words.
Oh, really? Oh, you feel smart because I agree with you. Like, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No. Oh, this is my skill. Whoever I talk to, I make them feel good, right? You feel good talking to me, right?
Nah.
You feel good talking to me.
Nah.
It's fine.
Anyways, guys, comment below what you want our next topic to be. Right?
Golden Age, WM, Nimi
Golden
George
Age
has
doesn't
gone.
like you, I think.
Nah, he likes me. And then, who's the other girl? The girl.
Naomi Sunflower.
Oh, Naomi Sunflower.
Nimi George.
Yeah, he's kind of gone. But whatever. It is what it is.
Okay, we have 3 people.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching / listening. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.